Hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Zach.
And welcome back to our channel. Today,
it's electric. So as you may or may not know, I got a new car recently.
Really?
I did.
What kind of car did you get, Zach?
I got a 2020 Chevrolet Bolt.
You mean a Volt?
No, a Bolt.
Ooh.
The Bolt is Chevy's all-electric model, which was introduced, I believe, back in 2018 or 2017. The Volt was their hybrid model, and that has been discontinued after the 2019 model year. So I went electric with a little bit of help. I was originally looking at a gas car, and we sat down and discussed it on the way to the Chevy dealership. And
one of the beauties of owning the Stitch House is that it provides electricity, which is something that apartments don't sometimes. So it's like where we lived before, it wouldn't be practical to have an electric car because we'd have nowhere to plug it in. Here in the Stitch House, of course, we have the ability to plug in. So it makes sense to have an electric car. Especially the Chevy Bolt has a range of 259 miles.
Give or take.
Which is, slightly less than a full tank of gas. So, I mean, it's certainly got more than enough range for us to do the road trips that we usually do, which is from here to Disney and back, which is about a 60-something mile trip there and back. So about 120 round trip.
Yes.
So however, if you have an electric car at Disney and you're not within like a comfortable radius of your electric engine, fear not, because Disney provides charging stations all across property.
Yes, with the advent of the electric car, I'm not going to call it a revolution because let's face it, electric cars right now are still incredibly...
revolutionary!
Yes, they should be, but they're also incredibly expensive, so price can be a big barrier to entry.
Which we could talk about that, but we won't. Because we talk about, yes, they're more money up front. However, you don't have to put gas in them. You don't have to change your transmission fluid. You don't have to change your oil. You don't have to take it in every so often to have like filters and fuel filters. And
this was the talk that got me to go electric.
Yeah.
But yes, with the advent of electric cars, Disney and many other retailers and whatnot are adding charging stations to help those people who have electric cars charge if they need to.
Yeah.
So because we needed to know where all the electric charging stations on property were, we're bringing you this video.
Wow.
This information is available on Disney's website, but we're going to give it to you now, here on this channel.
Yes. So, Zach, where on Disney property can I charge my car in to get charged? I mean, plug my car in to get some battery power, some sweet battery power.
So there are spots at 2 resorts, all of the theme parks, and Disney Springs.
Okay.
The 2 resorts are Coronado Springs and Wilderness Lodge.
Okay.
Coronado Springs has 6 spaces. They are in general parking near the ADA or disabled spots. Wilderness Lodge has 2 spaces in general parking, also near the ADA spots. And I can't tell you offhand which is which. The thing that if you're an electric car person, you might already know this. The way these stations are designed splits them between either 3.3 kilowatts?
Kilowatt hours.
3.3 kilowatt hours and 6.6 kilowatt hours. And the only real thing there is that affects how much charge you get because you're either sharing with the station next to you or you're not.
Yes.
You get about 10 miles an hour on the 3.3, I believe, and around 18 to 20 on the 6.6. The stations are owned by ChargePoint, which is one of the people in the electric car network. And they have an app that you download and have on your phone that tells you whether the station's in use and how many kilowatt hours it has. So,
and it's important to point out that you're charged because there's a cost
yes.
to this, which is you're paying per kilowatt hour. So if you were to park your car in a 6 kilowatt charger and you left it there for 5 hours, and you were to park it in a 3 kilowatt and leave it there for 5 hours, you would pay less at the 3 kilowatt hour because you would have received less power.
Yes.
So,
but you also receive less charge and thus less mileage.
Correct.
So,
but if you don't need to fully charge up your engine, if
right.
you're just trying to, if you know you're going to be at a theme park all day long, you might as well leave it
right.
on the.
I went to Epcot yesterday and I got there at rope drop, so I plugged in at 8:40 and left around 3:30 or 4, and I didn't get as much charge as if I would have gotten on the 6.6 side, because Epcots I know are divided between the two, and I chose poorly. But I got enough to where I basically ended the day where I started in terms of charge.
Okay. So there are 5 spaces at the Magic Kingdom. One of them is in the handicaps parking spot in the handicap area, and you would need a handicap sticker to park there. There's 4 spaces at Epcot. There are 4 spaces at Animal Kingdom, and there are 4 spaces at Hollywood Studios. When you come to the toll booth in an electric car, all you have to do is ask a cast member where the electric charging station is. They will direct you how to get there. They're usually up closer.
Yes, the Epcot ones are at the front of Journey, which is literally the front of the parking lot. So you do get that advantage. However, as someone who owns an electric car and was reading the comments on the Epcot charging stations, don't park your electric car in the electric car charging spots, because they do have signs that say electric car charging only. If you're not charging, do not park there. That's not nice. Don't be lazy. With your electric car.
It's also considered bad form to leave your car after it's fully charged.
Yes.
So you will get a push notification on your phone once your car has been fully charged, and it will stop. It will no longer charge you after your car has been fully charged. And of course, etiquette dictates that you should probably go and move your car at that point in time. You don't have to leave the Soarin' queue to go back out and do it. Right. But at your next earliest convenience, maybe go back. And
if you're going to do rope drop to fireworks and you get a ping at 5 o'clock that says your car's done, go move your car.
Yeah. And additionally, at Disney Springs, there are 9 spaces.
Yes.
So they're split between the 3 parking garages. So there's 3 on the 5th floor, which would be the roof of the Lime Garage, 3 on the 5th floor, which is the roof of the Orange Garage, and 3 on the 3rd floor, which is not the roof, of the Grapefruit Garage.
Why they didn't put the grapefruit ones on the roof, I don't know, but...
So basically, when you bring up the ChargePoint app, you would find the area that you want to go to, and you would look and see, and it will tell you whether it's in use or not. So you will know ahead of time whether that is open and available and what kind of charge that it provides, whether it's the 3.5 or whether it's the 6 kilowatt.
Yes. Yeah. I was checking right up until I pulled into the parking queue at Epcot to make sure that the spots were open. Right.
Okay, so we have oops, I just hit the microphone. So we have a video of Zach doing the charging. It was a rainy day, but what are you doing?
So you bring up the ChargePoint app, and you can do this with your phone. It's actually, there's near field communication on the thing. You tap your phone, and it authenticates whatever credit or debit card you have linked to that, to make sure that everything's good.
And then it tells you can charge.
Yep. And then it unlocks the thing, and then you plug the charger port charging cable into your charging port. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. These are J2 cables, which are pretty universal for most electric cars. If you are a Tesla owner, you will have an adapter that goes from the J2 to the Tesla connection, which you already know about because you're a Tesla owner, and you run into this all the time. So.
Yes. But that's it. You you can do it with your phone, and ChargePoint will also send you a card that you can carry as well that works the same way. So I did read on at least one of the Epcot charging stations, sometimes the near-field communication on the phone doesn't necessarily always work, so you may want to keep your card in your car just in case.
Yes. And it's important to note you cannot activate the ChargePoint unless you are physically at them and are tapping either your card or your phone. So you can't reserve it 10 minutes out.
You have to be there.
You have to physically be at the charging station in order to engage it.
Yes. So. But yeah, and then you plug it in, you go on your way, you can monitor the progress on the app. It will send you a push notification if and when you get to a full charge. Note that with these, they don't charge that fast, so if you're near dead, it's going to take a while.
Mm-hmm. But if you're at the park all day long, then you have all day long for it to sit there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about price.
Yes.
How much does it cost? As of today, January 18th? Yes, January 18th, 2020. How much does it cost to charge at Disney?
The current price at Disney is 35 cents per kilowatt hour with a minimum of $1.50.
Right. And it's not $1.50 service charge. It's just that if you were to go plug in and then leave 5 minutes later
and come back, you will get charged at least $1.50.
You'll get charged $1.50. But as long as you're staying there for more than $1.50 worth of power, that's rolled up into it.
This is, by a lot of standards, very expensive. And from what I'm reading, a lot of people seem to think that the Disney price is highway robbery. Note, however, it's Disney. Everything is more expensive there, including charging power. So if price is of a concern, maybe don't charge it at Disney proper.
Yeah, like to give you a comparison point, to charge at your home would be somewhere around the 7 to 8 cents.
We pay 9 cents per kilowatt hour.
Yeah, but because we don't have a meter yet that will allow us to take advantage of off-peak rates. So
like we can technically charge later in the evening when it's around 6 cents per kilowatt hour, which isn't a huge savings, but since I need to plug my car in basically every night, and I guess that's not technically a true statement, but I do plug my car in every night.
It's not important. They don't care.
Yes.
They don't care.
But yes, it's 35 cents a kilowatt hour, minimum of $1.50.
Yes.
And that is true at all Disney-owned ChargePoint stations.
Also, there are no rapid chargers on Disney properties. So if you're looking for one of the DC2s or the Tesla superchargers or anything like that, they do not have any of those on Disney property.
Yet.
There are some superchargers in the area of Disney, and you can find those either on the ChargePoint app or on the PowerShare. What is it? PowerShare? PlugShare app. You can find those.
And I believe you can just do a Google search for EV charging, and those pop up as well.
Google Maps will now allow you to put charging points on them. We've babbled on long enough, haven't we? Sure, yeah. So there you go. I don't know what utility this will be to you if you're from out of town and don't have an electric car, but if you're driving from somewhere within Florida and you have an electric car, take heart. You can charge at Disney.
But it's part of our lifestyle now, so it's something we have to think about. So here you go.
We don't have to think about it. You choose to think about it.
Regardless, if you like what we do here on this channel...
Which is fight, basically.
No. Hit the thumbs up button.
Yes, we do.
You hit the thumbs up button if this video, you like it or it helped you out. If you're new here, subscribe. We did just go over 500 subscribers, and we're currently running a giveaway.
We are?
Yes.
Where would they find out more information about that?
In the video we posted last week, or we can put it in the doobly-doo down below.
They should totally do that because they have until the end of January to enter into the 500 subscriber giveaway. Which, oh, by the way, the Toy Story tube did show up,
and we were wrong on our numbering.
Yes,
Toy Story 4 is canister number 2.
So we do have all 3 tubes.
Yes. So apparently there was an issue with. It was during the move, and
don't worry
so any 4s are just going to get changed to 2s.
Don't worry about it. Don't process it. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
Yes.
So,
Continue using 4, please.
Yes. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the video, and then you will. Hey, that's it. If you want to reach out to us on the socials, our information is down below in the doobly-doo. And next till time. Next till time.
Real soon. See you.